Hey guys, it's James, the Rambling Dasher, and we're back on a Wednesday night. So, seems like we're getting after it lately. So, this is our third night this week. So, we did Monday, Tuesday, and now it's Wednesday. Probably going to do a little bit tomorrow, and our regular routine is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So, trying to catch up from a week that I spent in, not a week, but a few days in Nashville with my work conference, and then the holidays are coming up, so I probably won't dash on certain days that are going to be covered up by holidays. So anyway, just trying to make sure that I have coverage to pay my bills, and I'm trying to save up for a trip that I'm about to book in a couple of weeks. So anyway, yeah, we ride along, do a DoorDash ride along, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And yeah, so you're more than welcome to hang out, ride along, but the one request I have is hit the like button. What I'd like to see is maybe 10 likes today that aren't my own. How about that? I know that's a big ask, right? But anyway, so if you have an opportunity, click that like button. Leave me a comment if there's anything that you want to know about DoorDashing. That would be awesome. Appreciate you repeat offenders for coming back, and all of you new people, stick around, see what's going on. So I've already accepted our first order to Chicken King, I think is the name of this place, and it's got a long delivery. It's only like $6.75, so got it while I was sitting in the driveway, so maybe it won't be that far of a delivery after we pick it up, seeing how we have the driving to there. So hopefully it won't be that bad. So I'm about there. I'm gonna hit pause. You'll skip forward to the future. Yeah, I know, we do some magic on this show, so just hang on tight and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so we picked the chicken up, sent them a message to let them know we're headed that way, and looks like we have it's got to be there by 4:42. Directions ETA says 4:39. Wow, this is a long delivery too. So alright, I gotta figure out where we are going. Down into Benton, through all the roundabouts. Alright, so here we go. So alright, I would say that not much is happening here lately. I know I've talked about this in the past, is getting another channel going for some kind of travel stuff and starting out, because my son and I are going to go to Machu Picchu next year, and so we're going to book that here, I think at the 1st of December. I know it seems like a long ways away to be booking that, but at least what I've seen on this particular trip is that place gets booked up quick, and you have to also book your excursions to do the trail, and they start booking up months in advance. So we're gonna get that booked, we're gonna get our trip booked. I think we're gonna go stay for like 10 days, or I don't know. We're gonna leave, I think we're leaving on Memorial Day, and then coming back like on the 3rd or 4th. So maybe the 3rd, because the 4th the price goes way up. So so yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I really am surprised that it doesn't cost us more for the flights and the stay. So I'm kind of excited about not spending that much on that portion of it. but then we're still going to spend quite a bit on this 4-day excursion to hike up Machu Picchu. 4 days, 3 nights. It's going to be quite the trip that I have never done before, so I'm a little bit worried about that, concerned about you know how old I am, and I need to make sure I get in shape, and there's no way that I can no way that I can practice for the altitude. That's the part. Well, I'm worried about all the steps, like huge, like steps, not just walking steps, but stairs. Because we're going up, thousands of feet in elevation, and then going down thousands of feet in elevation. I think one day of the 4 days hike is 10 miles. And I don't know that I've done a 10-mile day in a long time, so not on purpose anyway, right? So anyway, it's it'll be interesting, and we have been running up against all kinds of school things and just other things happening that we haven't been out there to go hiking anymore. So we've been on 3 hiking trips since we've decided to do this Incan Trail thing, and each one of them was a little bit longer, and I think the last one was 5.5 miles or so, maybe. So we're gonna inch our way up to 10-15 mile hikes in a day, the closer we get, because we want to be prepared for the distance, but we also want to be prepared, I don't know, just I need to be prepared for elevation. I don't know how to get there. So I need to schedule a doctor's appointment and just make sure that they think I am fit enough, even though I know plenty of people do this every year, but it's just one of those things. See what they prescribe for altitude sickness. If I get something here or I get something there. I know that they, meaning the people on the trip, are constantly drinking this local tea to ward off the altitude sickness. So I see that in all the videos that I've ever watched about it. So I'm interested in that. I don't know. I'm not a big tea drinker, even though I'm drinking tea instead of Mountain Dew. So, oops, I forgot I got to get gas too. This is well, I went DoorDashing yesterday, used most of my gas. Now I got to go get gas, and I'm on this long trip, and there's no freaking gas stations back here. Maybe I'll be on the back side of Benton, so maybe I'll just stop at, there's a Circle K back there. But maybe they won't have crazy expensive gas. I've seen, that's what crazy is, I saw gas for like $2.40 something the other day, and now it's $2.69, and I'm like, what is going on here? It's not supposed to be this expensive. So that's what I'm DoorDashing for, saving money, paying my bills, making sure that I don't have to be that careful with money. I'm still really careful, more than a lot of people, but this just makes me feel more comfortable, so that I have money to do things when I want to do things, as opposed to not being able to go out to dinner or go through and get some takeout or whatever whenever I want to, or go do something else. Like the kid was like, hey, I need you to move some money out of my account the other day and into his, from his account to his account, right? And so I didn't bother moving the money out of his account to my account to give it to him. I just gave it to him. I told him, whatever you don't spend, get it back to me. But he hadn't spent it yet. So we'll see what happens with that. He is he's 15 and going through some style changes maybe. So all the kids at his school, for the most part, through like 3rd grade through the 9th grade, it was gym shorts and t-shirts and tennis shoes with socks, right? Now, junior high, 10th grade, thinking about growing my hair out, thinking about different styles of clothes, you know? So it's very interesting seeing that little bit of a dynamic. And then the fact that he's like, I'll pay for the clothes myself. And I'm like, what? So I feel a little bit, I don't know how, it's a different ball game from me to him, because I've worked my tail off to make sure he has the things that he needs. But I also have this fine line to say, okay, you gotta pull your fair share. You gotta do your thing. You can't be dependent on other people, you know, when you get older, you know. So for him to come out and say, hey, move some money out of my account into his Venmo so he can pay for these new clothes. And I'm like, all right, you know. So he may just get the new clothes for Christmas or something without him having to pay for it or whatever. But, you know, stuff like that, so that I think that fingers crossed, he's pretty level-headed and going to be a pretty good, level-headed, straightforward adult. So I can only hope, right? Alright guys, I'm gonna go get this delivered. We still got another mile or so. I'm gonna get it delivered, probably limp over to get some gas, and then we'll check back with you. I'll probably check back with you before I get the gas to recap the earnings on this one. So see you in a sec. Hey guys, so we got that one delivered. It says 1 out of 1 for $6.75. It was, look at that, $6.75 was 0 tip. And I just got another $5 offer to go to Arby's. Where the heck is Arby's? Alright, so we're gonna get this Arby's, I guess. It's only $5. I'm tempted not to take it, but I'm gonna go ahead and accept it. And then we'll turn around and get some gas, I guess. So I need to, where is this Arby's? Sheesh, I don't know. It's downtown Little Rock. Alright, or not Little Rock, downtown Bryant, or not even downtown. It's alright, I'm just gonna go this back way. So it's in Benton off of Military. So I may just be late picking up the order and go ahead and throw on some gas real quick, and they'll just have to deal with it, and I'll drop to 99 on my whatever it's called, on-time delivery. But I have another exclusion coming up sometime. So all right, we're gonna run and get some gas and go to Arby's. We'll pick that up. We'll see you in a minute. All right guys, so we have picked up this order. It says deliver by 5:02 and the ETA is 5:01, so we're not gonna make this one on time. This one will be late. I think I probably picked it up about 6 minutes late, but I did get gas, so there's that. At least now I don't have to go get gas somewhere. I just have a late order. So we're gonna get this delivered. It's only a couple miles, and we'll recap it after we get it dropped off. See you in a sec. All right, guys. So that one was $3.50 with a $1.50 tip. We're up to $11.75 in 48 minutes. Wow. That's a far cry from where we were yesterday. And well, I don't know how we were yesterday, to tell you the truth. I mean, we did really good yesterday for the 2.5 hours that we did. But on top of this, if I go to the home screen and say ratings, I am still at 93. Look at that. I don't know what happened here. Oh, it's not in here. It's not in here yet. That's interesting. Why isn't this order in here that I just dropped off? Huh. So the Arby's that I just dropped off is not listed in my on-time deliveries at all. It's not listed. So normally orders will be in there immediately. That is very interesting. That is very interesting. We'll give it a little time. It's still... Oh, there it is. Arby's. I don't know what happened there, but it says pickup was late by 6 minutes and delivered exactly on time. But the 6 minutes is within the on-time standards for this delivery. What is this world coming to? DoorDash is on the side of the dasher today, and I just need some decent orders. So still at a 93. That means I'm 23 out of 30 points on my acceptance rate and 100% on all the others. So we're gonna continue dashing. We're up to $11.75 in almost an hour. So maybe we can get another one here in the next few minutes to put us on up there to 20 bucks, but it's gonna have to be a decent one. Meantime, I'm gonna finish my dinner. All right, guys, sit tight. We'll be back as soon as we get our order. All right, and just like that, we get a $12.50 order for 9.5 miles. So I'm gonna accept it. It's over at Verona's, which is on the freeway, and then we just have to go to the north side of kind of Bryant area. I may never get out of this street here. For whatever reason, this street is always, no matter what time of the day, you'll have 4 or 5 cars coming from one direction, and you look over here, and then there's cars coming over this hill. And as soon as the break, then you look the other way, and there's cars coming this way, and then back and forth until you never get out. Sometimes I just wonder if it'd be better to turn right and then make a U-turn and come back. Now there's a car sitting in the turn lane waiting to come across me, but it is a steady stream of vehicles. All right, guys, we're gonna get over to Verona. We're gonna pick that up, and I will check with you to see how far we have to go from there. So see you in a sec. All right, guys, so we have Verona loaded up, and we are about to head that way. Let's see, we have delivered by 5:42, and the ETA is 5:34, so that's about 8 minutes of a grace period, which is freaking awesome. Except I might not be able to get out of this parking spot because it's got a blind corner here. still, people. Chill. Alright, so I don't know, where do I gotta go? To military. Military? Where is this taking me? Well, I don't know where this is taking me, to tell you the truth. Wherever it's going, I'm gonna get there. It looks like it's gonna... I should have got on the frickin' freeway. But now it wants me to go across at an overpass where there's no exit, so... Anyway. So, yeah, we're gonna get that delivered. I will say it's starting to get dark out there, and I pretty much resigned myself to not... So here's a little tidbit for those that have stuck around this far. We used to take a 6-hour dash and turn it into 2 episodes, and we would have an early episode and then a second episode. It was dashing in the dark. But I've kind of resigned to not do the dashing in the dark, so I don't have 2 different episodes that come out of one dash. So, and then as of late, I've been dashing, 4 days a week, maybe 5 days a week. So we get a lot of extra videos just from dashing. So I try to keep these relatively short and sweet. And like the one, well, last night I did truthfully, it was only 2 hours and 35 minutes dash, but I got a 45-minute video out of it, which is kind of crazy. But even the night before, for close to 6 hours, I got maybe an hour and 10, hour and 20-minute video. So instead of splitting it up into 2 videos and having a dashing in the dark, we're just gonna go with one straight up video. And yeah, we're still dashing in the dark. It just we're not gonna have a dedicated dashing in the dark video. So it is what it is. It'll be okay. I hope you guys understand. I'm trying to cut back on all of my admin time, because creating videos, believe it or not, takes more time than what I have. So even if I can cut out a little bit of time here and there, just to spend time with family, and then granted, guess what? I go out and say I'm going to go DoorDash for 3 hours on a Tuesday and Thursday. So it's kind of, yeah, it's hit or miss. So, but we're doing what we need to do to try to make sure that we pay the bills and we do the things that we want to do, and pay for those things without having to charge them. That was a little bit sharper corner. My water starts flying through the air. Alright, along with a bowl full of blueberries. And look at that, a whole line of cars. I will just sit here for a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna go deliver this and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so we got that delivery dropped off. I can't tell you, we went from $11 to $24, and I can't tell you how long we've been going, an hour and maybe 20 minutes or so. And we are way out in the middle of nowhere, so we're gonna sneak back into town and find another order or 2. So we will catch up with you guys in a minute. Alright guys, so we are way out in the boonies here, and we just got another order, but it seems to be the Pizza Hut in Bryant, which is 6 miles away, and it was an 8-mile delivery. So we're gonna go to Pizza Hut, and hopefully that's not that far of a delivery after we pick it up, but we gotta go 6 miles to get into town anyway, so we might as well accept an order and it be ready when we get there. So that'll be a novel idea. All right, so sit tight. We'll check in with you after we pick up this Pizza Hut order, and we'll be right back. Hey guys, so we got this order loaded up and about to head out. If I can figure out, I see cars in my rear view mirror, or side mirror anyway, because they're in the drive-through. All right, so we have about a, I don't know, maybe just 2-minute grace period. Deliver by 6:01. Directions say we'll be there by 5:59. Not sure. Oh, we're going back to the north side. All right. I don't know where this is taking me. Maybe in the neighborhood. It looks like it's in the neighborhood, so it's only a 1.4 mile delivery, so we should be good to get it there, but who knows. This intersection sometimes leaves me out to dry. But there we go, we got out. Alright guys, I'm gonna go get this knocked out and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so we got another order from Larry's Pizza. Seems like I'm getting like $5 to $7 orders tonight, so it just might be the way of the night. But this one is seemingly, it was a relatively close, like 2 miles. And I'm 0.6 miles away from Larry's right now, so we're headed that way to pick it up. I can't tell you, we're sitting at 31.75 and going on 2 hours, so it's kind of a slow night, like a $15 an hour kind of night, so we'll see what happens. All right, people, y'all could just let me in instead of just squeezing me out, but whatever. All right, so we're gonna run into Larry's and we'll be right back. All right guys, so that took a while to pick that up. I had 2 pizza orders, so the second one came in on my way over here. So the first one, let me just send them a quick message. Boom, boom. Let them know that I'm eating their pizza. And deliver by 6:31, and we should be there by 6:27, so 1.7 miles, so not that far away. And I got about a 4-minute grace period, so so yeah, yeah, I don't know. It wasn't that, it wasn't quite ready yet. I don't think they even had it in the oven yet, at least what they're telling me. So, it is what it is. But DoorDash did say, I got your back, I think, on both orders as far as the pickup. So, that's good. Now, I may never get out of this driveway, or this, well, I guess this is a street, and people just keep coming. They keep coming out of nowhere. And I can't see. Alright, we're gonna take our chances here. Stay in your lane, people. Alright, so where is this taking me? Oh, across the freeway. Alright, so we get to go to some apartments. I was thinking it was on this side of the freeway, but whatever. Whatever. All right, we're gonna go get this knocked out. We'll be right back. See you in a minute. All right, guys, so we got that one delivered. It was $7 with $2.50 and a $4.50 tip. That puts us at $40.75 after 2 hours and 15 minutes. So continue dashing. I gotta go deliver this other order. It says it's in Alexander. Wow. So sending them a little quick meme, telling them I'm on their way, eating their pizza. Alright, so deliver by 6:50. Directions say we'll be there by 6:44. So that's a pretty good jaunt. So I'm gonna figure out how to get out of, oh, it's north, way north. All right, not the same Alexander I was thinking of. So Alexander kind of wraps all the way from the south side of the freeway, like in southwest Little Rock, but wraps around Bryant all the way to the north side of Hurricane Lake Estates. So that's where we're headed. So all right, guys, sit tight. We will be right back to wrap up this order, and we'll see what the next adventure is. So see you in a sec. All right, guys, somewhere my water went flying when I missed the turn. Okay, so that was order number 6 for $8. It was $3 and a $5 tip. Continue. So let's see, 2 hours and 30 minutes and $48.75. So let's see, $20 per hour would be 40, right at $50. So I'm edging up towards the 50 to $20 per hour. So within $1.25 right now, if I can do math. So what is that, 2.5 hours, $48.75. So I should have 50 bucks if I were doing 20 bucks an hour. So not too bad. And that was well, it was an order, and then it added to another order. So it was, I don't know how they figured that one, if it was one order with two offers on it, or it was 2 separate orders. It's kind of weird. So I'm gonna go look and see what they said in there as far as that goes on my on time. So I'm still at 93%. My AR has not gone up. I'm at 64%, but still 23 out of 30. And my on time is still at 100%. So with that, I have 2 Larry's pizzas that were both on time. It says that it was, overall, it was 14 minutes late, but the pickup was excluded, and the delivery was 2 minutes early on one of them. On the other one, the pickup was excluded, and the delivery was 6 or 8 minutes early. I can't tell by looking. It's hard for me to read the number without my reading glasses on. But I'm still batting 100% on my on-time rate. The rest of my ratings is all 100. I am at 4.98 on my customer rating, which is still 10 out of 10 dasher points, or whatever they call them. And then my lifetime deliveries, not counting tonight, is 3,459. So inching on up there closer to 3,500. Probably be there by this, yeah, I don't know if I'll be there by this weekend or not. That's another 41. So that sounds like a lot of dashes between now and Friday. I've already done 6 today, so if I get 6 more, that'll be 12. So that would be 71, and then I would need 30 more on Wednesday and Thursday. And I'm probably do about maybe 5 or 6, maybe 7 tomorrow. And then on Friday, I might do 12, 15. So yeah, it'll probably be next week before I hit 3,500. I don't know what I'm going to do next week, if I'm going to dash, because Thanksgiving is on Thursday. I don't know if I want to dash on Wednesday night or not. Yeah, I just don't know. I just do not know. And we may try to there's some trying to finagle on when we're gonna watch Stranger Things, because I think the first 4 episodes of the last season 5, are coming out. I think they're coming out on Wednesday. Now, I didn't look that up. I was told that yesterday, so I can't remember when they're coming out, but that's what I was told. So we'll see. If they are coming out on Wednesday, then we may hang out and watch Stranger Things on Wednesday night. So that means maybe dash on Monday and Tuesday and take off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't know that I want to be out dashing on Black Friday. That just doesn't sound appealing to me. But maybe I'll dash Friday night, but I don't know what we're gonna do. Oh, you know what? We're supposed to go to dinner on Friday night out of town. Like drive, I don't know, it's like an hour and a half, 2 hours away. I don't know, is that Friday or Saturday? Maybe. So I might miss Wednesday and Friday of next week. So again, trying to catch up, and that's why I dashed yesterday. I'm going to dash for a little bit tomorrow, and hopefully we'll get 120 tonight, 120 tomorrow. It's seemingly tough this last couple of weeks. Like Monday night, I couldn't get 120. Yesterday, I did 2.5 hours and got $63. So I don't know what it is about Tuesday nights, but last Wednesday night was bad, and I quit early because of it. This Wednesday night, seemingly, I'm right at 20 bucks an hour, is okay. And here's a $15 or $14.85 for an order that is 11 miles. So I'm going to accept it because I want the money. It is 2 miles that way, and then probably I have to go back up this road way out in the boonies. So I tell you what, we're going to run and grab this order at, I think it said, I don't know where it said. I better look at it. Sumo at Bryant. I was thinking another restaurant. So we're going to Sumo, and yeah, we're gonna go to pick up at Sumo, and I'll touch back with you before we head to the delivery. So hang tight. Hey guys, so we just picked up this order. I'm sure it was way late picking it up, and we only have a 1-minute grace period on an 18-minute delivery, which is kind of weird. So GPS says 7:30. The delivery says deliver by 7:31. So that's kind of a little bit of a buzzkill, but you know, hopefully they don't mark this one as late, but they probably will. Just, I didn't get a "we got your back," but maybe they'll say that, you know, 20 minutes late picking it up is within the standard range or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, it's gonna be a 20-minute delivery. It says 9 miles. I think it was around $15. So I'm gonna hit pause. We'll catch you after delivery and figure out how much money we did make, and then we'll got a 20-minute ride back into town. So we'll see you in a little bit. All right, guys. So we got that order delivered. They got a big old dog out here. I don't know where he went. Oh, he's like barking up a storm at me, and then he just comes up and starts letting me pet him. I guarantee he would go home with me if I let him. Alright, so that was 7 deliveries. After 3 hours and 16 minutes, it was $14.85 with a $9.50 base pay with a $5.35 tip. So we're up to $63.30 after 3 hours and 16 minutes. So now the hard part of getting back into town to get up to $80 before 4 hours. That's gonna be tough right there, because 20 minutes of my time is going to be spent driving back to town. But we're gonna do it, do the best we can, and yep. Okay. All right, guys, I'm gonna hit pause. Stick around, see how we finished up this night. See ya. All right, guys, so we just got a Waterburger order for like $7 and some change, and it was about 2 miles back, and it said 7 miles. So I'm not sure how far it's gonna be, probably 5 or 6 miles. So we're gonna run into Waterburger, pick this order up, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we picked that up. Delivery 8:11. Directions say we will be there by 8:07. Now, where are we going? Across the freeway, back towards Benton, and downtownish. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's about 6 miles and 11 minutes. So we're gonna get there. I gotta go across. I hate going across the freeway here, but we're gonna go across the freeway. So, so yes, we will go across the freeway. I wish this thing had the double loop, but it does not. So anyway, all right. Well, we're gonna go get this order delivered, and we will check back with you when we drop this off, see what kind of money we made and where we're gonna go from there. See ya. All right, guys, so we have got that one delivered. It was $7.85, $3.50 for the $4.35 tip. That was 8 out of 8 deliveries, 3 hours and 54 minutes at $71.54. We are definitely struggling tonight with the dollar amount. So I guess it'll happen from time to time, right? So, but yeah, $71.54 at 3 hours and 54 minutes. We'll keep hitting it and see what kind of other offers we might get over the next couple of hours. So, but yeah, 71.45. Continue dashing, and it just seems a little slow. And this is the time of the night where it gets even slower. So from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock is usually not that great for me. So it just kind of makes me think I should go to the house. if it's just gonna get worse. I'm probably gonna decline a bunch of offers here in a minute. I'm gonna just check and see. I haven't gotten any offers yet. This is when I know it's slow, is when I get back to the car and I drive down the road a ways and still don't get any offers. Yeah, it's kind of a, yeah, I don't know. So I'm still at 93. My AR has gone up to 65, but the number hasn't gone up. It's still 23 out of 30. Still at 100% on my on time. So I'll tell you about this Sumo. When I looked at it, it was negative 13 minutes, meaning late by 13 minutes. I guess it says plus 13 minutes. And it was on time delivery by 1 minute on the delivery, 13 minutes late on the pickup. So 12 overall, but they marked me as on time because a total time difference of plus 12 minutes is with the on-time standards for this delivery. So thank you, DoorDash, in recognizing that yeah, I don't have control over waiting for a restaurant to bring the food out. So we're still sitting at a 93. If I could get the AR to go up, then it would be a little bit better. But right now, the AR is up to 65, but not up enough to start hitting any points as far as overall Dasher rating. So we'll see what happens. And I'm still without an order. So yeah, just kind of sitting here, driving through Benton. Gonna go hit the freeway up, drive down the freeway, see what happens. Not getting any orders in Benton at all. This will be, I drove through Benton before after I delivered that long Sumo order, came back through Benton, drove by all the places, did not get a single offer until I got almost down to, well, I got to Alcoa and got a Waterburger order. So alright, so we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna hit return to Dash, which, you know, it's not, I haven't left the Dash, but anyway. But I'm gonna hit pause and I'll let you know when we get our next order. See ya. Alright, we were about maybe 1 to 2 minutes late, and we got a 2 to 3 minute grace period to get this thing delivered, which is just to the apartments are over here, right behind, off to the side of Target, so, which is connected to the parking lot where Chili's is. So we really just got to drive through the parking lot, get to those apartments. But they do say that it's around the back side, and possibly, I didn't pay attention if it was upstairs, I don't remember. Let's see, the building, back side of the building, upstairs. Yes, so upstairs. Where is this particular building? Ooh. Okay, it's the first building. So that's nice. Alright, people. We're gonna go deliver this. We'll be right back. Alright, guys. So we got that one delivered. It was $4.25. I didn't even mention that I had accepted an offer, but we did. And I was probably too ashamed to accept it that I did it. But I'm kind of glad I did, because guess what? They gave me a tip extra. So it was a $2 base, $2.25 tip, plus they gave me an extra $5. So I am going to pop that out. So, and I didn't want to ruin a good AR night. So we're 9 for 9 so far. 4 hours and 16 minutes, 75.70. And it might be up to 80. Yeah, it's $80.70 now. I'm gonna figure out how to get back over there to see this order and leave them an extra message, because they gave me a tip. So All right. So $80.70 and a little bit over 4 hours, getting close to 4.5 hours. So I just need some decent orders to come my way, or some fast and furious quick orders like that one, which turned out to be closer to $10, and it took me all of 15 minutes. So let's keep them coming. In the meantime, let's see, they said something. They said best DoorDasher I've ever had. That's very nice. That was very nice of them to say that. That was very nice. All right, now I just need some more offers. I need some more offers, people. So what happened, I was just driving around and waiting for another order and wasn't getting any, and then I drove right past Chili's on the access road, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna turn behind the Petco, drive up into the Chili's, into Target parking lot, and go through there and probably cross over the freeway. And as soon as I hit that turn behind the Petco or whatever it is, they hit me with $4.25, but it only said it was half a mile. Excuse me. So half a mile, I was like, you know what, for $4.25, I hate to ruin my stretch of 9 for 9 on the AR tonight, and I went ahead and accepted it. So, and all right, so I'm gonna probably have this sneezing attack because they will not go away. I'm gonna hit this pause button. Maybe we'll get some more orders, and I will figure out how to stop my nose from sneezing. So we'll see you on the other side, whatever comes first. All right, guys, so we just got $10 and some change for maybe 7 to 8 miles down to what looks like to be Otter Creek. So we're almost to this little Asian, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a Asian house. So we're almost there. We're gonna run and pick it up. Catch you after that. See you in a sec. All right, guys, so I think we were 1 minute late picking it up, and we have about a, let's see, what does it say? 9:04. Directions say we'll be there at 9, so a 4-minute grace period on picking it up. So we're gonna head that way. It's gonna be about 15 minutes. So yeah, we're gonna head that way. All right, well, if I don't know what I was gonna say there, but yes, we're gonna head that way. All right, we will catch you on the backside and we'll recap this order. See you in a sec. All right, guys, we got another offer for a convenience store, Casey's, for like $6.25 with a plus sign, and I have no idea where this store is. And hopefully it's not going into Little Rock. But anyway, so I'm gonna go find this Casey's, excuse me, and get this food delivered. So we are up to $91.45, and roughly going on 5 hours. So that's all I know. All right, we'll see you back here in a second. All right, guys. So it seems like we picked it up real early, and this says delivered by 9:25, but the directions say we'll be there at 9:13. So this one we should make it there on time. Now I just gotta figure out which way I gotta go out of this parking lot. It's hard for me to tell sometimes. It looks like we're going away from the freeway, so. Alright, good, because I don't want to go that way. I don't want to go across the freeway. And it's only a 3-minute delivery, so that shouldn't be too bad. If I can get out of the parking lot. People just come flying down through here. Alright. Well, that was, I don't mind going to Casey's because they just have all the stuff just bagged up ready for you when you get there. Usually, anyway. So I'm probably going back to to some apartments up here that I just drove past. I went to some different apartments that were further up there, but this time I'm sure it can't be that far. So it's only less than a mile. So I'm gonna hit pause. We'll catch you after we drop this off. See you in a sec. All right. So that $6.25 turned out to be $7. $2 base, $5 tip. So we are sitting at 11 out of 11 offers. 5 hours and 2 minutes. And we are at 98.45. So pretty doggone close to 20 bucks an hour. So 2 minutes over and $1.55 less. So not too bad. This is where it's like you get close, and we've been struggling all night to get this magic number and try to get up to 120, and we're within $21 of it. So $21.55. So can we knock that out in the next hour and hit 120? So I would stick around and find out, right? So half the time, so it's weird because it comes in very slow and hasn't been going what I would just call, you know, like bull rushing in or whatever. I have hit the pause button to let me get back into Bryant, so I'm not down here in Otter Creek area with the potential to get kind of sucked over into Little Rock, because I don't want to do that tonight. So I've hit the pause. We're going to get back into Bryant and see if we can get $21.55 in the next hour. So sit tight. We'll let you know how we do. Alright, so we just accepted like a $5.50 offer to go 2 miles for Burger King, and I declined one order, so we are not perfect on our AR tonight. So it was like $6 for 8 miles, and I was like, I'm not gonna do that. That is too far. Plus it was way out, so I had to come way back in. So I'm just like, no. So I got another lowball order, but at least it's within 2 miles. So all right, so we're at Burger King going to pick this up. We'll be right back. All right, looks like we picked it up 1 minute early, and we got about a 5 minute here. It's going way across the freeway. A 5 minute grace period on the delivery. So it says delivered by, well, 9:44. Directions. It will be there by 9:40. It did say 9:39, so it's down to 4 minutes. Here's the tip of the day. The longer you sit there, the less time you have to deliver it. How about that? Boom. DoorDasher words to live by. Alright guys, we're gonna go knock this one out. See if we can't get 1 or 2 more. I know it's like these little orders are kicking my hiney here, but I want to try to hit 120 on what was it on oh, we missed it by 20 cents on Monday night, so yeah. Alright, we'll be back. Alright guys, that was order number 12 out of 13 now for $5.50. And let's see, $2 base, $3.50 tip, and we're at $103.95. So still need about $17 in about 20 minutes. I don't know why you had to bright me there, jerks. Okay, so 103.95. Continue dashing. Alright, I would say we need 2 decent orders or 1 really good order. I would rather go with the 1 really good order. So, what are your thoughts? 1 really good order or 2 decent orders? Because it's still got to be $17. That's 2 $8.50 orders, right? Something tells me we're going to come up a little bit short tonight. But it'll be alright. I mean, I worked yesterday, got $63 in 2.5 hours. So I came up short last week too. Look here, $14.25 for 7 miles at frickin' Denny's. So there's the problem, is that it's Denny's and it's taking it to frickin' Alexander. I don't know where that is, but we're gonna accept it. So here's hoping in the 4 minutes that we're gonna make it to Denny's, that Denny's has time to cook some frickin' food, because normally they do not. So this could be my 1 hour $14 delivery here, but I'm assuming this will be my last delivery. I will go in there and hit the pause button because I don't want any other offers coming out of there. So that's gonna put me at what did I say, 103.95, and 14 is 117. Yeah, I'll be at 118, so I can live with that. What I'd hate though is I just hate going to Denny's, because there's no other way to put it other than they are a hot mess. So, alright guys, wish me luck. I will be back shortly and we'll let you know how it went inside the Denny's. See ya. Alright guys, it's a Christmas miracle. I think we picked up the delivery 5 minutes early at this Denny's, which is kind of cray-cray. Let's see how much time they give us on the delivery. Let me send this dude a message real quick. Ding, ding, ding. It looks like he has some good food in there, that's for sure. Alright. Directions. It says deliver by 10:12. and we should be there by 10:04. The only negative here is I gotta go across the freeway and back to Alexander, and maybe it won't be that bad into Southwest Little Rock. It's just straight up Alexander, it looks like, hopefully. All right, so it's still an 11-minute drive. I am going to hit this pause button, and we will catch up with you on the other side. Thanks for staying around this late. All right, guys, so that was probably my last dash. It was $14.25, $5.25 base with a $9 tip. Thank you to that dude, and thank you. I did thank the Denny's people for being professional and getting their orders out timely. Okay, trash cans avoided, but where is the street? Okay, perfect. So it looks like we did 13 out of 14 offers accepted. So let's go take a look at the rest of everything else. So I'm just gonna say end dash because I know I'm done. Done. We'll take a look at the ratings first. And the ratings say, look at that, we're up to 94 out of 100 because our AR is up to 67%, which gives us a 24, where's it go? 24 out of 30. So perfect. Not perfect, but better than it was the other day. I was at, well, I'm still at 67%, so I think I dropped down to 61% the other day. So inching it back up and getting up to a 94, I feel pretty good. The closer we are, the farther we are higher than 85, the better we'll be. And I just know that we probably have to get through some of the doldrums here. And the reality here is I've done well over $100 tonight. And prior to the conversion over to the overall Dasher rating system, I would have been pushing to get $100 in a 6-hour night. So there's a huge difference in the orders that I do get, the timeliness. Even though it seems a little slow right now, I would go so far as to say that it has been worse. It has been worse. And I didn't know any better, at least, yeah, because I thought it was normal, right? But then once we got this new system, I feel like it's going a whole lot better than what ever went before. So all the rest of my ratings are at 100%. The completion rate 100%, 15 out of 15 total points. On time 100%, 30 out of 30 points. Quality 100%, which is 15 out of 15, and my customer rating 4.98, which means 100 5 stars. Well, I got 98 5 stars and 2 4 stars, so it's 10 out of 10. And again, the lifetime deliveries doesn't update until overnight somehow, but I was sitting at 34.59. And I forget how many deliveries I did today, so I don't know, we'll see in a minute. So now to take a look at our earnings for today. Earnings Monday, Wednesday, sorry. So the earnings for today was $118.20 in 5 hours and 51 minutes. So right at 20 bucks an hour. I don't know. It's going to be pretty doggone close, right? Because I left 9 minutes on the clock and I left $1.80 short. But I'm okay with that tonight. I'm glad that $14 order came in for that Denny's, and it worked out well. So thank you, because I was like, there's no way I'm gonna hit 100. I can't remember. Oh, I was at 103. I was thinking I might end up around 110, or get a couple of $6 orders or something like that. So yeah, let's run through these orders, because I took a lot of lower paying orders today. $6.75, $5, $14.50, $7.50, $7, $8, $14.85, $7.85, $9.25, $10.75, $7, $5.50, and $14.25. 13 deliveries for $118. So unlike the other day, I had $119 and 12 deliveries, so it was right at $10 per order. Today's a little short. I had 13 orders with $118. But anyway, we'll take it. We had 5 hours and 51 minutes of dash time. And here's where it kind of fell through a little bit, I think, is that we only had an active time of 4 hours and 38 minutes. Now, some of that was spent driving back from long deliveries. I've done that 2 times that I remember tonight. And but then sometimes there was just some downtime tonight. So that's over an hour and 13 minutes. So an hour and 13 minutes of downtime in 6 hours. Not all that great for a traditional platinum. What I had, since the platinum turned into platinum, it's not good, right? Because normally it's way less than an hour, maybe like 40 minutes of downtime. And I really like it when we're going. So it really works out for me, because one, that slowness kind of creeps in and bothers me, and I just want to stay busy. So, but here's another thing. Like last night, I think I had $22 and $42. So $22 base pay, $42 in tips. So almost a 2-to-1. Tonight it was much closer to 1-to-1. Because I started the first order out was a 0 tip. It was all base pay. Then the next one, I've got a lot of bigger base pay ones. But towards the end, it started turning around. Probably that last order flipped the switch on it, because that last one was a $9 order, $9 tip. So the total here is $54.75 base pay, $63.45 tips. So right at a $9 difference, which is very interesting. So it was more like a 1-to-1 tonight. So it could have been a great night had we had a little bit better tippers. That's what I always like to think about. Even if you get a 1.5-to-1. So if I'd have had 50 to 75, well, then I would have had a $125 night instead of a 50 to 63, so a little bit less than 1.5. So it is what it is. We'll take it. We're gonna run to the house, and we're not gonna count our money, because it shows me exactly how much we made right here. So yeah, I'm glad that we got that $118.20 tonight. I don't see any more stats that I would normally look at, but yeah, I feel really good about that. If we go back out and look for the week, so we did $119.80 on Monday, $63.97 on Tuesday, $118.20 today, which puts us over $300, $301.97. So I feel like, yes, we if we do Friday night and we do tomorrow, then we should be somewhere upwards of $450 or so, maybe, by the end of this week, which, you know, we've been doing about $340 to $360. So I feel pretty good about that. Maybe I'll go home and take a nap. But I got about 40 minutes of walking to do. I'm at 58, so I got about 42 minutes of walking to do left before midnight. So I got about an hour and 45 minutes to do that. So it's kind of just like, dang it, I don't want to have to do that much walking. I'll probably take the dog out for like 20 minutes or 30 minutes and then drop him off and go finish up without the dog. So that's how I usually do it when I have long walks. Now, what I really love to do is get long walks during the day so I don't have to do them at nighttime like this. But today work was pretty busy. So, pretty busy day today. So, anyway. Alright guys, thank you. Well, one last thing, that this ride along is sponsored by the Rambling Dasher Amazon store, so check out the link down below. A lot of things in there for that I use for dashing, food and electronic stuff, so check that out. But just use the link. Anything you want to buy helps out your favorite dasher, so please use that link anytime you want to go buy something off of Amazon, if you aren't already helping someone else out. So if you're not using someone else's affiliate link, I humbly ask that you test ours out. Same prices, it's just that we get a commission off of it, and otherwise Amazon just keeps the commission to themselves. So yeah, thank you guys for sharing, hanging out with us. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe, leave any comments, and we will see you again another day. Bye.